Hi, I'm Jen Smith. I'm the athletic director here at St. Charles High School. I wanted to go over a PowerPoint and give you the information about what is going on with athletics this year, and also let you know what all the guidelines and rules and regulations are for this year. So let me share this with everybody here. Take 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, so again, my name's Jen Smith. I'm the athletic director here at St. Charles High School. I want to welcome everybody back to St. Charles. I'm so looking forward to everybody being at school, and I'm looking forward to actually having a fall season. I am super excited to see our athletes compete. So my information, jsmith@ccboe.com is my email address. The school phone number is there. I also have a Twitter account that I post all kinds of information about athletics, about the events and games that we are playing. I post pictures of our athletes in competition. And then our athletic website, which is stcharlesports.com, where you can get the most update information, registration, physical forms, all kinds of stuff about games, the game schedules, and all that stuff. And the coaches do post on there as well. So that's a great tool for everybody to see what's happening in athletics. Otherwise, just reach out to me and I will answer your questions. So this year, this past fourth quarter, the Board of Education decided that they are going to, for eligibility this year, they are going to allow all students who have been promoted to the next grade to be eligible to participate. So if a student athlete was not promoted, they had the opportunity to go to summer school. Once they complete summer school and they had a positive outcome, then I will be able to check their grades and check for eligibility. Once the first quarter report card comes out, we go back to our pre-COVID eligibility, which is a 2.25, no failures, and only 4.5 days absent. So all athletes, make sure that if you're interested in playing a winter sport, that you are taking care of your academics and asking teachers for help if needed, or asking your peers, or reach out to your coach and they can help facilitate an opportunity for you to get extra help during activity period, after school and study hall, things like that. So continuing with eligibility, every athlete who would like to participate needs to have a current physical. The physical is valid for 1 calendar year. So that means if I had a physical in March of this 2021, it is good until March 2022 on that date that's on the physical exam. Students also have to take the impact test in order to be cleared for eligibility. And I'll speak more about that in a few minutes. So this is what the athletic registration page looks like. So when you go to stcharlesports.com, you will see on the menu bar, it will say, there's a tab that says more, and you click on that. And then on the left-hand side of the screen, when that opens up, you will see athlete registration and information. So you will click on the first, under the menu, you'll click on that first athletic registration, and it will take you to this page. This page, you're going to create, where the arrow is, a family account. If you already have a family account, just log into your family account and add the new athlete to that account. Otherwise, you create a new account and put your child's information in, And once you've completed the online registration and submit it, then I will receive an email stating that you have completed it. And then I will be able to go into the program, check for all the eligibility, the physical, insurance, and all the information about COVID. And once that's done, I will then send an email stating whether your child is cleared for participation in the fall, or if there's something missing, I will let you know so that can be added. And then I will then check again and then let you know that they are cleared for participation. So what happens a lot, people, they forget their account information. And if you happen to create more than one account, it will lock you out and you won't be able to finish the registration process. And it's extremely frustrating. So if you have any difficulty, please, I put all this information on the slides, please call our school today, or you can reach out to the support team through email and they can assist you by either getting rid of the multiple accounts, or if something's not uploading correctly, they can help you. And if you have trouble and it's very frustrating, please reach out to me and I can also assist you. Athletes for all 3 seasons, they need to have the impact test. I had talked about that earlier. An impact test is for all student athletes, and they need to complete it once in their career in high school, only one time. So once they've completed that, I will see it will send information to me. I will check my online impact test to see who has taken the test, and I will then input that information. You need to have the impact test because it gives us a baseline in case something happens and an athlete receives an injury, a concussion injury. We have this baseline on file that we can print it off and give it to the parent to give to the doctor so they can assess the situation with the concussion much better. The impact test is an online computer test. It takes 30 to 45 minutes, and you need to make sure that you are paying attention. You can fail this test. It's not, it only has, it's kind of like a video game. You have to memorize words, shapes, letters, numbers, different things like that. It's not difficult, but if you don't pay attention, I've had student athletes that had to retake it. So the information on the bottom there, it tells you where the website is. And when you put in the customer code, make sure that once that the next screen pops up, that you pick St. Charles High School. You'll see a list of all 7 high schools. So make sure that you pick our high school, because if you don't and you pick a different school by accident, I will not be able to see that you've completed the test. Practice and tryouts. The coaches will let you know when the starting and ending times for practices or tryouts. And if there's any changes, the coaches will notify you. Many of the coaches have a team app or they send out emails, but they're pretty good at communicating and letting you know of the changes. On the other side, if a student athlete has appointments, driving, school, you know, they need to take care of their brother or sister, just make sure that the student athlete communicates with the coach so they know the reason that they're missing for that day. As long as there's open line of communication, everything runs smoothly. Tryouts are a minimum of 3 days. If a student athlete misses tryouts, the athletes may not be considered because they could fill all the positions that are available on the team. And some teams don't have tryouts because we don't always have enough athletes. So sometimes we are searching and searching for athletes. So we're looking to fill both all our varsity and JV teams this year. It would be great to see everybody out. If there's any questions or concerns, parents, please contact the head coach and they'll help address your issues. Also, at the end of practices and when their student athletes are traveling home from away events, we want to make sure that they have within 15 minutes of the ending time of practice that they're able to be picked up. Also, the students will call their parents. We all our coaches do that. So when we're on the way back from an event, they tell the kids to reach out to the parents to say, hey, we're 20 minutes out from St. Charles, just so that you have an idea what time to pick them up so that you're not sitting there for hours waiting for the students to come back. And our coaches are not waiting because the student didn't contact the parents, so the parent didn't know, so they show up later. So we want to make sure that we're taking care of everybody's time, because my coaches have families and our student athletes, I understand that your families are busy and have lots of things to do too. So we want to make sure that we're working together to make sure that we're not taking too much time waiting for people to be picked up. And parents aren't waiting too long for practice to end. So I do tell my coaches that when they say practice ends, the kids should be out there within 15 minutes. If it goes over and there's a situation, please let me know and I will talk to the coach, because I value our parents' time and I also value our coaches' time. So I will reach out to parents and coaches if there's something that's going on. Anyone who stays after school, so athletes, anybody that stays after school, you have to be supervised. That means you need to be in a designated area with supervision by your coach or teacher. And if that is not followed, there's a chance that you could be dismissed from the team if you're in a place. We want to make sure we're responsible for you. So we want to make sure that you're safe and you're in the proper area of the school, because if something happens or we need to get in touch with you because your parents called us, we need to know that this is where you are because you're with the coach. So make sure that you're following that policy. So this is St. Charles, sorry, not St. Charles, I apologize. This is Charles County Public Schools Athletic Parent Handbook. It's online. And it's available for you to look at if you have any questions. It answers a lot of information so that will help you if you're not sure about certain things, or addresses for the other schools that we're competing against, or the protocols for return to play if a student is injured. All that information is in there. So if you have any questions, I would take a look at that real quick. And then if your questions aren't answered through that information, you can reach out to the coach or you can reach out to me and I'll help assist with answering the concerns or questions that you have. So again, the biggest thing in any relationships that we have with teachers, administration, coaches, myself, parents, athletes is communication. So we need to communicate with each other, and there is a specific line of communication that, so if a situation occurs, and we hope that they don't, but sometimes they do, and an athlete has a concern and they reach out to their parent, I would suggest that the parent encourage the athlete to talk to the coach. Now, if that doesn't go well and the athlete is very uncomfortable, then I would ask the parent to reach out to the coach to see if you can get clarification and understanding of the situation. Now, if that doesn't work and you're not comfortable with the outcome or the reasons and you have some concerns, please reach out to me. Email, call me. I'll be glad to meet with you in person because we're allowed to do that at this moment. Or I can, if you're not comfortable coming into our school, I can set up a Zoom meeting and meet with you on Zoom. So I will do that because I know some people, and I understand a little bit nervous because, you know, we've been dealing with this pandemic for a while now. So I want to make sure everybody has that comfort. So if I don't give the type of information, and you don't feel like I've addressed that issue, and I do my best to do that, but if the parent doesn't feel that I have addressed the issue and they want to go to the next level, that would be my athletic vice principal, who is Mr. Mackey, and he will help you. And I always talk to him about any of the situations that go on with my coaches and any issues. I always inform him. So he'll most likely know the information and he'll be able to help you. If that doesn't go the way, and the information is, you still need more clarification, please reach out to Mr. Conley, and he is our school principal. And I also communicate with Mr. Conley and let him know daily about what's going on with athletics. So I'm very open, and you know, I communicate very well with my athletic vice principal and my principal to let them know what's going on, because I think it's important that everybody, there's that open communication so that everybody knows what's going on. So for communication with parents and guardians, the things that you should expect from your coach, your child's coach. So if you want to ask them about their philosophy, what are their expectations? At the meeting on July 27th, they should be able to, they might even give you a physical sheet with the expectations so the student athletes know what they are. But I would definitely, if the expectations, you need more clarification, ask the coaches, they'll give you that information. The coaches will also give you the start times for practices, contests, locations, and everything, what time the buses are departing, so the student athletes know. So they're going to communicate all that information. They'll tell you team requirements and any information pertaining to the team, like senior night. We do, a lot of our teams do stuff for breast cancer and things like that. So they'll let you know what's going on with the team. And also, if your child is injured, the coach will be communicating with you, as well as our athletic trainer and myself. If I'm on property, I do make sure that I go into the stands to get the parent, or sometimes I call them to come pick up a student athlete because they were injured. So I just wanted to let you know that those things, please feel free to ask your coach about those things. So communication, the coaches expect from the parents. Any concerns, express directly to the coach, because most of the time the coach can answer your questions. So the next thing is, if there's a change in the schedule, and there's a conflict that your child has something in advance that they've already scheduled, just let the coach know what's going on, and let them know that they won't make this game or that practice because of driving school. It could be anything. And then specific concerns regarding the coach's philosophy and expectations, you can ask the coach that information. So the biggest thing here is just open lines of communication, just to avoid misinterpretations and frustrations for everybody involved. We want to have the best experience because we've missed a lot this last year, and I want our athletes to enjoy being out there participating, and I want the parents to enjoy being spectators and seeing their children compete. Sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is very important, especially these days where we don't have any limitations at the moment. So right now we're at full capacity for our athletic events, but there might be a time that we might have social distancing or something like that. Hopefully that won't happen. But at the moment, so parents and athletes, we have an expectation, and the state has an expectation that we exhibit good sportsmanship. And that also goes for our coaches as well as myself and everybody else. We want to respect the game, and any overt display of disrespect of others, players, coaches, officials, fans, then we have to address that. And, you know, it's been a while since we've had football games or basketball games, swimming, wrestling, soccer, field hockey, cross country. So all those sports, we want to make sure that we don't have to address issues that our officials do the best they can. Our coaches do the best they can. Nobody's perfect. So if there's a situation, wait 24 hours and then you can speak to the coach. Send me an email if you'd like, and I can help address the situation. But also we want to make sure that there's fair play, ethical behavior, and integrity. We want to help build our student athletes to be sportsmanlike, to advocate for themselves, to help younger athletes to see the best display of behavior. Even if another team is not doing what they're supposed to, I always notice that St. Charles athletes rise above. Excuse me. So finally, we remind that, you know, if there's a situation, our administration reserves the right to remove anybody for inappropriate behavior. So make sure, you know, normally we have a conversation before we move somebody, but sometimes we have to because it escalates. So we want to make sure that we don't have to do that. We just want to enjoy the season, enjoy seeing our athletes compete. So important websites. Here's the stcharlesports.com, which is our athletic website for the sports at St. Charles. Excuse me. SMAC Athletics is our sports. Oh my goodness, I'm forgetting. Our SMAC Athletics is for our conference. It's got everybody's games for the entire conference on SMAC Athletics. The MPSSAA is the state athletic association for public schools in Maryland. So you can look up that information. Then we have Core Course GPA, which is free. That is a program that all 7 high schools have access to, and you can track your child's classes to make sure that they're meeting the eligibility center or the NAIA.org eligibility, so that when they're applying to colleges, if that's what their choice is, they are on track to meet those requirements. And the Core Courses GPA will help you track that and make sure that you're online with graduating with all the credits that you need. And then there's our Twitter site, our address. And this again is the Core Course GPA. I just talked about that. So it's free, it's online. There's information on our sports website if you need more information, or you can reach out to me and I can help you. I can assist with explaining the NCAA Eligibility Center or the NAIA Eligibility Center, so that our athletes, if they choose to go on to further their education in college, that they have the opportunity to play sports if they choose to. Sports information. So again, the SMAC Athletic website, that's where the team schedules are. stcharlesports.com, that's where our scores are, volunteering for concession stand. Also, just to let you know that our admission for athletic events is $5 cash for sports in the Tri-County area. We also will be able to purchase tickets online if you prefer to do that as well. We have both options. Anyone under 7 is free. Anyone over 60 or with a blue pass, a blue and yellow pass, is free in Charles County. You can use that card to go to any Charles County high school, and it will get you your admission free into that event. Events for SMAC regionals and state championships, they'll cost more, just so that you're aware about that. Just some pictures of our teams participating and our facilities. These are our fall coaches and their email addresses if you would like to reach out to them now. Also, some pictures of our athletes competing, which is awesome. Just some more information about St. Charles. We were the state finals for 3A, 4A. Our ladies placed third. They were amazing. I was up there watching them up at Hartford Community College. They did a great job. These are our winner coaches, and you know, we've had some successful teams during the winter time. So those are their email addresses that you can always reach out and email them now if you have questions. And our basketball team, right before COVID started, when we were supposed to go to University of Maryland to play our state finalists in the state final semifinal game, and we weren't able to go due to the COVID, and then the next week we got shut down. But that is our basketball team. They did a phenomenal job. It was amazing. They had a great season. And our gym holds 1,800 spectators. So it was a packed house. These are our spring coaches. I am looking for a softball, tennis, lacrosse coach. If you're interested, let me know. If you know somebody that might be interested, please reach out. I am looking to hire these coaches. So our athletic boosters, if you're interested in volunteering, please contact me. Below are for JV football, boys and girls soccer, and varsity football. I use the Sign Up Genius, and I have slots for parents to volunteer. I do have students who it's a club, and they run they're learning hospitality and customer service, and they work the concession stand on a regular basis, but I also do need parents to assist. So you can sign up. Those are the website for Sign Up Genius to volunteer. If you're a varsity football parent, I would volunteer for JV, and vice versa. If you're a JV football parent, I would volunteer for a varsity game. And boys and girls soccer, I'm looking for parents to volunteer. And those days that we have boys and girls soccer or JV football, we also will have volleyball and field hockey. So all those parents can also join on any of these dates to help in the concession stand. We are looking for help. So please reach out, sign up. It's a great opportunity. You get to meet lots of people, and you see how fantastic our students are with this club, learning hospitality, and the management, and it's pretty fantastic to see these kids. They do a great job. So our Corporal Man Athletic Scholarship, we have a scholarship that we offer our seniors. Applications will be available in November 21. We've had the scholarship since 2016, and each year we put a new plaque up. We're in the process of getting the next plaque for 2021 put on the wall, and there's enough space for 50 plaques. So we're looking forward to continuing this tradition. With that being said, the Corporal Man Athletic Scholarship, our seniors, we offer 4 scholarships to 4 seniors, and it's $1,000 for each student who applies and wins the scholarship. The applications are given to the Charles County Sheriff's Office, the school resource unit, and they determine the winners. So that information then will be returned to me, and then I will let the student athletes know who received the awards. And this is for any type of after you graduate high school, any type of education that you're furthering, whether it's a trade school, you're going to community college, if you're going to a four-year school, or you're going to some program learning any type of further education. We will send the money to the institution that you're furthering your education, and that information will, you give that to me, and then I will make sure that that gets to those institutions to add to your, to help you with your education that you're pursuing after high school. So with that being said, the athletic department, we host our annual golf tournament on this coming year on June 17th, 2022. It's to continue to raise money so that we can offer these 4 scholarships for future classes to come, continuously. We held our first golf tournament this past year. It was at Swan Point down in Issue, Maryland, and we had 88 golfers, and we raised money that we are able to offer our scholarships for this coming year. And this is the best way for us to continue to raise money to make sure that we have the funds for the 4 scholarships each year. So I will be reaching out to our coaches and the teams and the parents and guardians to assist in the preparation for the golf tournament. So I will make sure that everybody knows how they can help and assist. And we want to continue this. It was successful this past year, and we want to continue that tradition. So I want to thank everybody for listening to my long presentation. I appreciate it. I will answer any questions that you have, and I look forward to meeting everybody. It's been a while since we've had people in person, so that will be exciting to meet all our new parents, our 9th and 10th grade parents, to have that opportunity and to see all our kids participate in sports. So any questions, please reach out. I appreciate your time. Take care, everybody be safe, and I look forward to seeing everyone soon.